I think I'm all plugged in here. Now, this is a public service announcement, and a lot of people mean well, but they do really stupid things. And one of them is, if you happen to find a Brown and Sharp universal dividing head, I mean this one here has the drive in it, and oh, how does that engage? There's an engagement for that. Oh, it's got to push a pin in here. See? Well, anyway, what I want to say about these, now this one here was laying on the ground. It went with this machine. It was next to the machine, but it was on the ground. And it was laying just right that it didn't get destroyed through the bearings. But it was really stuck. And the last thing that you want to do is take this apart. Take that spindle out of there. You'll see channels, that's the first thing they're going to do. But there's something that they don't show you, and I've always wanted to see, is how good does it run out? Look at this. This is no kidding. Look at that. That's an interrupted indicator. 0.5 thousandths ticks. How much run out does this have? Those are Timken Type 0 bearings in that. And they're the best Timken bearings there are. And they're Timken bearings because this thing's capable of heavy-duty loads with high accuracy. You can see how highly accurate the darn thing is. And I don't know if they make, well, you know, there are things like this made. But I would expect something like this to be over $12,000. So you might keep that in mind when you find something like this on HGR for $400. I've seen a few of them go. But don't think you're doing yourself any favors taking that apart. And what you need to do is pump grease through it, pump kerosene through it. Don't use a solvent tank that's contaminated. Use kerosene. And that's what I did. I started pushing kerosene through it. There's this old dried grease in it and stuff creeping into it. So push it out like that. And then I pumped at least a full tube of red bearing grease through it. And you can see the results. It's perfect. There's no problem with this thing. So, and I'm going to point it out over here. This has the same bearings. And time again, the first thing people do is, I'm going to clean it up and save it. I'm going to restore it. People don't do that. You can restore this, and I'll show you what you need to do it if you want to take the bearings out. But you never take out bearings and put them back in. If you take the bearings out, you put new bearings in. And then what you're going to have to do is regrind these surfaces. This, you'll have to regrind the taper. The taper runs as good as this. It's a little bit battered. They used it. It had a chuck stuck on it. You can still see the rust. I had to actually cut the chuck off. It was stuck that bad. I don't know what it got on it, but the corrosion on those threads are not really a problem. So, okay, let's say you put new bearings in this. Well, what you're going to have to do is regrind this taper, regrind that, and a shoulder, and it can all be done on the tool and cutter grinder. I thought I'd point that out. Okay, I'll be back. I've been watching this red and black ant nest for about 8 years. And it was about the size of a basketball when I found it. You can see how big it is now. That's really interesting. Well, hey, I got some more slideshow. Let's try some steam engines.